The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And a very pleasant good afternoon again, everybody. It's time, believe it or not, for the 23 high school football season opener in Milan, Tennessee. I'm Dan Hughes, and along with Terry Clement to bring you the play-by-play as the Hornets of South Gibson will be taking on the Bulldogs of Milan. And Terry, it wasn't too many years ago that we were in this very same spot with another season opener. And to make it even more, it was the opener of this football stadium. So we get to come back to this spot, and how fitting it is to open the high school football season at this spot right here.
Well, Dan, you're definitely right. And I remember that night here at Milan High School, and we opened this beautiful new facility that they have here. It still looks really, really good, man. They have done a great job with the upkeep of this, and you know, really, they kind of set a trend. Now, yeah, Dyersburg had turf back before anybody did. We'll be the first to admit, but since Milan has put their turf in, you've had lots of other schools around here. Camden's got it. Crockett County now has it. Huntington has it. And Huntington may have had, I believe, had it before Milan. Lexington's fixing to get it. So it's a beautiful facility they have here, and hey, man, we're looking forward to a great game tonight.
It's trimmed with the purple and the white, and the purple team is down to our right taking warm-ups. The South Gibson Hornets on the field right now with their warm-ups, and people are expecting a lot of this South Gibson team this year.
They really are. Of course, they finished last year 7-5 overall. They made it to the second round of the playoffs where they met up with that Haywood team. It was just a phenomenal team, and they ended the South Gibson season. But, man, they got a lot of people back. They're led by Howell, the quarterback, and Heath Howell, the quarterback, and also Cameron Clark on the defensive end side. Clark's going to go to Ole Miss, which I'm very tickled with because he's a very good football player. And, yeah, the high expectations are high in Medina.
On the other side, Milan, people, big question mark as far as the season was getting started, and then all of a sudden the injury bug hits.
Yeah, bless his heart, Greg Hayes, second year in a row. He's torn his ACL, and luckily for him, he is a junior, so he's got another year. Hopefully he can get better and come back and maybe lead this team next year. Will Johnson, a sophomore, is going to step in, take the reins. You know, whenever you have a young quarterback like that, then there's going to be a learning curve. So he's probably going to make some mistakes, but he's got a great tutor in Derek Carr. Who would not want to be a quarterback under Coach Derek Carr? And yeah, he's going to do everything he can, Coach Carr is, to put Johnson in this offense in as advantageous a position as he can.
It does. We've sat and waited all year for the football season to begin, and it just doesn't seem possible that we're already knocking at the door. In just a few minutes, we're going to kick this season off.
We are two teams that are separated by less than 9 miles. You know, for a long time, Dan, this game has always been Peabody and Milan.
That's right.
But now they're in the same region, so that game got bumped back to later on in the season. And hey, what a I don't use the word substitute in a negative form, but what a replacement game. I mean, you know, like I said, less than 9 miles separates these guys, and so everybody knows each other, and there's going to be a lot of intensity going on out there tonight.
This is almost a sellout on the far side over there with the South Gibson fans. There's not a lot of seats to be found, as you can see on the monitor as we're looking at. Not a lot of seats left over there on the visitor side. Look down, a lot of reserve seats below us, and they'll get here when it's time. But we'll have a sellout, no doubt, as far as this game is concerned. Football draws in Tennessee like no other sport.
Absolutely.
And that's just facing it like it is. And tonight it's going to be South Gibson taking on the Bulldogs of Milan. We'll take a 4-minute break. Be back with some pregame notes right after this.
Gibson County, are you ready for some football? This is Alicia Owens. With school back in session and football in full swing, it's time for competition, making memories, and Friday night lights. No matter what school you're cheering for, at the end of the day, we're all Gibson Countyans with the same dreams and goals. Next summer, I will be seeking the position of Gibson County Property Assessor. In the upcoming months, I will have much more information about why I am seeking the Gibson County Property Assessor's position and why I am qualified to hold this office. But for now, enjoy the football season as we pray together for safety and travel mercies for all the schools in Gibson County. I look forward to seeing and talking with you soon.
The preceding political announcement has been paid for by candidate Alicia Owens for Gibson County Property Assessor.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
South Gibson and Milan about to battle here at the home of the Bulldogs, and Milan Bulldogs, that is. Last year, South Gibson 7-5 overall, 3-2 in Region 7 4A, 13th season overall, and the record 86-52. First region championship came in 2019. They last reached the playoffs in 2022, and they lost to Haywood 47-14 in the second round. Head coach Ben Johnson, 7-5 at South Gibson overall. That program is growing and a going and a blowing. I'm going to tell you, a great facility at Medina at South Gibson High School. Terry, how about the Bulldogs?
For Milan in 2022, they were 9-4 overall, 3-2 in Region 7 4A, and the same team that ended South Gibson's season the next week ended Milan's season. That was Haywood by a score 64-14 in the quarterfinal round. This is the 102nd season for Milan football. Their overall record is 697, 408, and they have 23 ties. They've won 15 region championships, the last one coming in 2020. They have 4 state championships, 1971 and 77. under the legendary coach John Tucker, and then in 1988 and 1999 under Jeff Morris. Their coach is Derek Carr in his second season. He's 9-4 over at Milan and overall. And the interesting thing about Milan is, as we said earlier, they're dropping down to Class AA. Now, they're not getting any favors. Okay, they're in a pretty tough region. But the last season that they were in AA was 2008. The overall series, Milan leads the overall series 11-4. The last meeting was 2022, where Milan took a 24-21 victory over South Gibson.
And that catches you up to date on the history of these two. There's a few games going on around the state of Tennessee as far as football is concerned. Most of them are waiting until tomorrow night. Worthy Road Studios will be bringing you the ball games tomorrow night, USJ and Peabody, that game in Jackson. And you can pick those up on the Facebook pages of Peabody and USJ and Worthy Road. Then JCS in North Point tomorrow night, and TCA in Chester County. That'll be high school football tomorrow night. And Terry, around the state of Tennessee, four or five games maybe?
Well, yeah, a few more than that. Got Campbell County leads Knoxville Hall 7-3 in the second quarter. You got Smith County getting ready to take on Gordonsville in the Battle of Smith County. The MyTV 30 Friday night rivals game up in Middle Tennessee, Cane Ridge at Mount Juliet. West Creek will go to Laverne. Siegel is at Shelbyville. FACS is taking on MLK Prep in Memphis. Another one in this area, though, Dresden and Westview meeting at UT Martin tonight. And then down in Region 8, you've got Bluff City playing host to Rossville Christian. So a very abbreviated, I think, probably the fewest games we've had on Thursday night to open the season in the last few years.
I think you're exactly correct. And as you look at these schedules, you try to get them all in. But as you think about these first games around the area, each section of the state has a few games that people can go to on Thursday night. Then get in the car tomorrow night and take off, and you're on your way to Friday night football.
It's I tell you what, it's crazy, Dan. You mentioned earlier, it just doesn't seem right. Of course, you and I have been waiting on this for a while, but it's here, and the 2023 season is here, and everyone across the state has great aspirations of making it all the way to Chattanooga that first weekend in December, and best of luck to all the teams across the state.
As we get started, and you and I look forward to tomorrow night going to Jackson for game 2 of this week, and getting USJ and Trenton Peabody. You and I will be there, along with our leader and a few other folks there for that football game between USJ and Trenton Peabody. Graduations change the whole looks of football teams. In particular, we look at football, basketball, volleyball, baseball. They overcome the sophomores and the juniors in there, but in football, you've got to have that senior leadership.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You can have a great class of freshmen. Okay, we'll just say freshmen for example. Those guys are nowhere near ready, as a general rule, to play on Friday night and be competitive. As a sophomore, they're still really nowhere ready, close to being ready, as a general rule, to compete. But you hope their sophomore season they have some success, they stay healthy. That's the key to these young kids, is keeping them healthy. And then hopefully their junior and senior year, they can, as a unit, can have a very memorable high school career. And as we look at the starters that I have for Milan, I'm seeing 5 on offense and 5 on defense. You'd like to have more, but there's lots of teams out there that have less. So we'll see how that goes. And you look over at the South Gibson starters, and there's 7 on offense and I think 5 on defense, with the rest of them on offense being a junior. You got one sophomore, Jalen Reed, who got a lot of carries last week against Trenton Peabody. And then on the defense. Also, you got Cade Allen, who's got to start at safety last week.
Speaking of South Gibson, Terry, you've got two players there that's received major offers for football. One of them from some school down in Mississippi, Cameron Clark, already committed there.
He is. He's a 3-star prospect and was originally committed to Tennessee, or was about to to Notre Dame, was about to commit to Notre Dame, and backed off of that. And hats off to Lane Kiffin and his staff at Ole Miss. They really valued this young man and wanted him to be a member of their program. And whatever they were able to do, they convinced him to come down. And so he will be an Ole Miss Rebel next year. And then you got on the offensive side, you got Gabe Lavorne, receiver who's already got offers from, just to mention a couple, Troy and Austin P. Mid to high level Division I schools, power or Group of 5 schools, and so they're South Gibson, man. They've got a lot of talent. They've got a lot of experience, and as you said before, the expectations are really high down the road in Medina.
Well, it's going to be South Gibson. It's going to be Milan kicking off the 23 football season. I'm Dan Hughes. Terry Clement will be back with you in 4 minutes.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should. You know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
McCoy's Heating and Air specializes in more than just HVAC services. Our service department has expert plumbers to handle a wide variety of plumbing issues. Do you have a dripping faucet, broken toilet, or broken water heater? Whatever the issue may be, contact McCoy's today for quick service. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Gibson County, are you ready for some football? This is Alicia Owens. With school back in session and football in full swing, it's time for competition, making memories, and Friday night lights. No matter what school you're cheering for, at the end of the day, we're all Gibson Countyans with the same dreams and goals. Next summer, I will be seeking the position of Gibson County Property Assessor. In the upcoming months, I will have much more information about why I am seeking the Gibson County Property Assessor's position and why I am qualified to hold this office. But for now, enjoy the football season as we pray together for safety and travel mercies for all the schools in Gibson County. I look forward to seeing and talking with you soon.
The preceding political announcement has been paid for by candidate Alicia Owens for Gibson County Property Assessor.
We've had the invocation and the national anthem. Now the Milan Bulldog marching band on the field, getting the fans all ready. I don't think anybody's going to have a hard time getting ready to watch some football.
No, especially this game right here. I mean, there's going to be lots of intensity going on. Going to be a lot of adrenaline flowing through these young men's veins early on, and the team that can weather that and stay calm and just block and tackle and do the fundamentals of football well early on, they have a great opportunity to, get out to a good lead.
Here's the names that you're going to be listening for tonight for South Gibson. It'll be Howe at quarterback, Reed and running back at fullback will be Walker. The wide receivers, Bryant, Wow, and Lavorne. And those will be the ones that you'll be hearing from. For South Gibson, Hassan is the punter and Crow the kicker. For Milan, it'll be Will Johnson at quarterback. He is a sophomore, as Terry said. The running back is Jones. DePriest is at halfback. The wide receivers got three: Gonzalez, Holloway, and Cunningham. And you're also going to be hearing the punter is DePriest. Abels is the kicker. And that's going to set the stage for you as we get set. Both these teams about ready to come out onto the football field as we're about 8 minutes away from kickoff time. Terry, the fans are excited, especially, and I'm not saying this because I can't look down and see the Milan fans, but across the way, you can see the heads of the Milan fans. Right, but look across the way. Oh, and they're already gathering along the sides of the fence, and those are the fans from South Gibson.
Oh, absolutely. You can see over to our left, your left as you're looking at the screen. They're down the fence. You got the band down on the other end, but on this left end, you've got fans all the way around, and I'm leaning forward and looking down under the scoreboard, and there's fans down there too. So it's this is going to be a great crowd, as it should be. Two teams 9 miles apart. This should be a great crowd.
It's a fundraiser, too.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely. Somebody was very smart when they scheduled this one.
They did it well. And, of course, here in Gibson County, Terry, you just look, and everywhere you turn, there's a high school.
There is quite a few high schools in Gibson County, a lot of independent school districts. But, there's a lot of high schools in this county. There you see the captains for Milan. You got number 44 DePriest, number 9 Jones. You got number 7 Graves and number 63 Creed Williams, representing in all purple.
They are dressed in that purple with the white emeralds, kind of like Peggy Haney's house across the street over there with the purple door.
That's right.
And this press box is Bill Haney press box. Spent many, many years on the other side of the field broadcasting Milan football from right here. And Peggy, the widow of the late Bill Haney, lives across the street. And she keeps up with the sports still.
She does. I guarantee
she does not miss. She might not be here in person, but she's here in spirit.
Absolutely.
And we're waiting now for the captains. Go ahead, Terry.
I was going to say your officiating crew is from Jackson. I see Larry Lewis, the white hat tonight, and a good friend of mine, Monlo Hodge, another good friend of mine, standing there beside him. Don't know all the members of their crew, but I see them on the camera. And this crew was a state championship crew last year. So they're getting the honor of kicking the season off again in this contest, and well deserved.
Let's take a 4-minute break just before kickoff, and we'll be back right after these words of wisdom.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Well, that was a quick 4 minutes.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yes, it does. Okay, team captain's about ready to go back out. There they come.
You see Clark.
Now they stop, and now they go back. Go ahead, Terry.
Doing the cha-cha. Cameron Clark, Heath Howell, number 58, Ty Arnold, and number 3, Yerga Crenshaw, representing South Gibson tonight.
They'll meet at the center of the field for the very first toss of the coin in this football season in West Tennessee. Worthy Road Studios brings you this broadcast and the BallGame Blitz. And we're looking forward to a lot of fun this fall as far as getting this football season underway for 2023. And renewal of acquaintances. We've got a 7-man officiating crew because it's Thursday night.
That's
Terry,
right.
do you know if the officiating situation with TSSAA is any better?
Well, okay, and I'm glad you brought that up because I think it has to be, and here's why. If you remember last year, every team in West Tennessee had to play at least one Thursday night game. Okay, and that was determined by the state. This year, you haven't heard that. So hopefully there are more young men that have decided to put on the stripes and officiate some football.
South Gibson has won the toss and has elected to receive. And so South Gibson is dressed in the white, trimmed in the orange helmets, and we're about set to play football. And let's get it underway, guys. We're waiting for both teams now with this game of wait out, see who's going to come out on the field last. Usually that's given to the home team.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They have the John Tucker Fieldhouse off to the right. That's been an addition. Behind us is the concession stands and also a museum of sorts still under there. Terry, any updates? I'm sweating that Campbell County game.
I know you are, and I just want to let you know as you see the Hornets of South Gibson entering the field. Knoxville Halls has scored and taken a 10-7 lead over Campbell County with about 5 minutes left until halftime, and there come the Bulldogs.
Led by the Milan flag, and we're set to play football. Kicking off for Milan will be Adam Abels. He is a junior. We'll see who South Gibson puts back deep as we get this game underway. Fans on their feet on both sides of this stadium. The shade is pulling its way across the field. And Milan will be kicking off into the sun.
We haven't had to deal with the sun. I appreciate them moving this.
That does help, doesn't it?
It helps a bunch.
I always wondered why the schools put their home team in the sun.
You
ever figure that out?
No, I have not. But I can tell you this. I know Lexington, when they build their new stadium, they're switching sides. So I believe we've got number 12, Brady, back, and number 2, Jonathan Reed, back for South Gibson.
Let's get started. It's time to play football in Milan, Tennessee. Brady wears number 12. He's on the far side. "12 minutes on the clock. Official hands the football to the kicker, Abels. He wears number 36. Deep back, standing back around the 5-yard line. Here we go. Waiting for the whistle. This football season is underway as a line drive. Down the field. It's going to be taken at about the 15. Works his way to the 15 and is brought down at the 17. A lot of running for a gain of 2 yards on the carry for South Gibson. And on the return was number 2. That was Jonathan Reed.
It was, and Dan, you see here on the Siler Thornton replay, let the ball bounce, picked it up, and tried to get over to a wall over on the right side of the field. But whenever you're outside this left hash, the best thing you can do is just go straight forward and just get what you can get.
How's the quarterback? He's working out of the gun. Reed back there with him. There's a snap, turns, fires, goes right side, out to the 20, to the 22, knocked out of bounds at the 23. On the reception is Lavorne. The player being courted by Austin P. and Troy.
Yeah, just up and threw it out to Lavorne, let him get what he could get. Good job, Terrence Moses, out of the secondary, minimizing the gain.
To the 23-yard line. There's a snap, handoff straight ahead, gets a push and gets the first down out across to the 30-yard line. I believe Reed on the carry that time.
That was Jaden Reed, and here we go again.
And a quick no-huddle offense here by South Gibson. There's a snap, Reed again. It's quarterback keep, and he gets to the 30 and knocked down. That was Howe on the carry. Might have picked up a half yard. Let's not give him any. That is 2nd down and 10 coming up here for South Gibson.
Great job, Brennan Hudson coming up from his strong safety position.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Out of the gun. And a little pitch goes to the right side to Reed, to the 35, to the 40, 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, and caught from behind at the 31-yard line, and that's a first down, and I saw some speed, Terry.
You did. 59 yards on the run by Reed. Great job on the block outside there by Walker. Springs him, and if it not for Hudson and number 5, Pete, he would have gone the distance.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Howe. Little pass goes right side. It's complete to the 25, down to about the 20-yard line. That should be enough for another first down for South Gibson. Mark it at the 21-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10. They move the sticks in a hurry. South Gibson at the line. They're ready to play. Early in the season to be seeing this no-huddle stuff going on, and I'm impressed.
Absolutely.
There's a snap, drops straight back, looks, fires at the end zone. Incomplete. Pass, I think, was intended for 2. Am I correct?
Reed. Yep. Jonathan Reed.
Jonathan Reed is the intended receiver, and it was incomplete.
Had a step on Holloway. Just wasn't able to, and a good throw, just wasn't able to make the catch.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Out of the gun, there's a snap, looks, fires, it goes left side, it's complete. Hit from behind and going to be brought down at about the 15-yard line. And he picked up about 6. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 here for the Hornets of South Gibson.
Yeah, that was Reed again, just up and throw it to him, and good job by Holloway making the open field tackle.
From the 15-yard line, 3rd down, 4. 2 go wide to the right side. Howe working out of the gun. There's a snap. Howe keeps. Howe into the end zone. Touchdown! Hornets. South Gibson draws first blood. It's 6-0 South Gibson.
Well, Dan, as you see here on the Siler Thornton replay, great job by Heath Howe reading that, pulling it, and the Milan defense just flowed to the back, and Howe goes in untouched.
6-0 to score. South Gibson leads and to attempt the extra point. Ball down, kick up. The kick is perfect. 7-0 to score. as South Gibson leads. We'll be back in 60.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Bulldogs back deep. South Gibson leads by the score of 7-0. Kicking off will be a Crowell for South Gibson. Who we got deep back there?
We've got Jaden Pete, number 5 on this side, and I believe on the other side we've got Markel Cunningham. It's either Markel Cunningham or Cordarius Johnson. It's either 12 or 13. Got his hands.
There's only one difference.
That's true. It's 13. It is Johnson back there.
Here we go.
He had his hands in front of his jersey, so I couldn't tell.
South Gibson going to kick it off, and short end over end kick. Going to be retrieved at the 25, slips and goes down at about the 28. And mark it at the 27. It's going to be first down and 10 for Milan at their own 20. Well, let's see, where are they going to put the ball?
Kind of between the 27 and 28, Dan.
Now they go back with it. Okay.
There we go.
Got you. Let's call it the 28-yard line because that's what it is. It's going to be first down and 10 for Milan. Johnson is the quarterback. He is the sophomore. He's going to be working out of the gun. Got 2 wide to the right, wing to the left side. Nope, now they shift. Everything's overloaded on the right side. There's a snap, handoff, goes around the right side to the 30, to the 35, up to the 37-yard line. That's going to be short of the first down. That was Jones on the carry, the senior.
It was Jones on the carry, and number 42 for South Gibson on the tackle down. I don't have a 42 on my roster. We'll see if we can.
Here we go again.
We'll see. We'll see if we can get a name for that. But overloaded to the right side, and South Gibson did not adjust.
37-yard line, second down and a yard to go. Snap, handoff, straight ahead, very close to the first down. I think that was Jones again on the carry. Number 9. Yes. And that should be enough for a first down. They move the sticks on the far side. First and 10 from the 39-yard line for the Milan Bulldogs.
Sophomore Yaya Gad, 6'5", 255 pounds on the tackle for South Gibson.
South Gibson leading by the score of 7-0. We're in the first quarter of play. 2 wide to the right side for the Bulldogs of Milan. Wing left. Johnson working out of the gun. Wing shifts now to the right side. Pitch goes to the right, and again that was Jones on the carry. Gets across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7.
Yeah, good job. Good job by number 5 from South Gibson, Cade Beaver, turning that play back in and allowing his pursuit to come over and make the tackle, but still gave up a gain of 3.
Second down, 7 yards to go. So far, it's been the Johnson-Jones show.
It has.
For Milan, I think they've got some more weapons. 2 to the right, wing to the left side. Johnson out of the gun. Now they shift the 2 to the right side, overloaded it again. There's a snap, and it goes to Jones, and Jones is smothered up. He went to the weak side that time and picked up about a yard. It's going to be third down, 6 yards to go for Milan on their own 43-yard line.
Yeah, great job by the South Gibson defensive front, just stonewalling the Milan offensive line and allowing the backers in secondary to pursue and make that tackle for maybe a gain of 1.
Third down and 6 from the 43. Out of the gun. Now they shift to the right again. Johnson And he goes to Jones again, and Jones gets the first down into the secondary, across the 50, across the 45, down to the 44-yard line, and that is a 1st and 10. This time he didn't go to the right. He went straight up the middle, Terry.
Yeah, the corner got set pretty good by the outside linebacker, and Jones just cut it up and made a great run. The thing is, Dan, the South Gibson defense is not adjusting with their line to the overload. We'll see if Milan continues to use that one.
2 to the right. There's a snap, little lateral pass. It's complete, and he is going to be smothered under. Picked up maybe a yard on the play. Maybe. It's going to be 2nd down coming up here. As you can see there, a little lateral pass to the right side, and might have gotten to the 43. Good spot by the officials. Pick up maybe a yard. 2nd down 9 from the 43-yard line.
It was Carson Pruitt on the catch. Big, strong kid, good-looking kid. Don't be surprised for them to throw the ball up to him as they get closer down to the end zone.
This time they go to the left side with it. Johnson out of the gun. Pitch goes back to Jones. Jones is going to be caught for a loss. Loss back to the 49-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down. Let's call it 14 as they put the ball down at the 48-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and 14 coming up here from Milan. Johnson and Jones in the backfield. That time it went to the other side and it didn't work.
Well, nobody blocked Cade Beaver. Sophomore came in on I don't know if it was a design blitz or if he just read the play that quickly, but he's a sophomore, 6'2", 205, and he came from his safety position and was able to get Jones for a loss.
3rd and 14. Snap, keep, straight ahead. That went a straight snap and gets across the 40 and is going to fall forward at the 37-yard line, but still it looks like he's going to be shy of the 1st down by about 3. It's going to be 4th and 3 coming up here from Milan.
Yeah, they're going to go for it, Dan, and they're going to hurry up.
And 4th down and about 3 yards to go. Everybody looking over to the bench. There's a snap. Handoff goes straight up the middle, and let's see where they mark it.
No, he's going to be
Did not
short.
make it. Going to be short, and the ball's going to go over on downs.
Tried to get for the straight give. Nice job by Clark setting the corner, and Hudson cut it up for Milan and was not, well, I don't think he made got it the 1st down, but they're going to have an official's timeout for Dan, when Milan ran the play that they ran on 3rd down and had the success that they had, that even if they hadn't gotten quite that much, when they ran the ball on 3rd down, that let you know that they were planning on going for it on 4th down.
I'm looking for the football.
Well, I think it's on the other side of Larry Lewis, which is actually where the ball was. Where the ball was tackled.
If the sticks are right across the way, that's not close, Terry.
Well,
but I don't know that they've got them stretched on either direction. So,
well, this series looked like it started on the 44-yard line of South Gibson. So if that's the case, then he's going to be short, and we'll see.
He's short,
and he's short.
South Gibson's football, as we suspected. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for South Gibson. They lead in this football game by the score of 7-0. We're in the 1st quarter of play. And Terry, I cannot see the clock.
4:16. I just looked. That's the one thing where they put us right here. That left upright of the goalpost blocks the minutes of the scoreboard. So we'll get it. Great stand by the South Gibson defense right there. Impressive drive, though, from Milan, really. They had a lot of success running the football.
But they shift sides, and
they did.
Things stopped.
They did.
Out of the gun is South Gibson. There's a snap. Handoff goes straight up the middle for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yards. 1st down. Up to the 45-yard line. South Gibson on the carry. That is Jaden Reed, the sophomore. And Milan has a player down, getting up slowly. and they'll be attending to him. 7-0 to score. South Gibson leading over Milan. And again, tomorrow night, we've got a lot of games scheduled around the area. And Worthy Road Studios will be in a lot of games around the area. And that includes at Jackson with Peabody and USJ. And there'll be Jackson Christian and North Point, and the TCA and Chester County will be playing. Terry, they put the ball down. I thought that he got to the 45-yard line. Looks like he's where they've got the ball down is a yard shy of that.
Yeah, he's going to be a little short. I'm still efforting to get a number 12. That is Markel Cunningham, who was one of the tacklers on that last play. Comes off holding his right arm, and he's not a happy camper, so hopefully that shoulder stayed in place.
It's going to be second down and about half a yard here for South Gibson. Wide right, wide left. How the quarterback looks, fires, sideline. It is complete and got a first down up to the 50-yard line on the reception. For
Clark.
South Gibson was number 6.
Cameron Clark.
And let's see, he is a senior at 6'4", 240 pounds. He is that team in Mississippi. What is that? Southern Miss. Yeah,
maybe,
he's
yeah.
that.
He's that one, yeah.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. There's the snap. Goes straight back, looks down the field, fires a bullet up the middle. It's incomplete.
Tried to hit Gabe Lavorne on the post route, and Dan Lavorne had a step on the safety. You can see there on the Siler Thornton replay. All we got, if you put a little air under the ball, then it's 14-0 or 13-0.
Second down and 10 from no man's land at the 50-yard line. South Gibson with the football. They send 2 wide to the right side, 1 to the left. Now Milan in a quandary. It's getting players in and out. There's a snap, and there's a handoff, and might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Don't think that happened. Reed on the carry, and that was a busted play from the beginning on both sides.
It was. Peyton Kaufman, Jr., was able to get into the backfield and have the first contact, and then Graves came up and finished him off, and that brings up third down and longer than 10.
Third down, and here comes South Gibson to the line. They look to the sidelines.
Got one-on-one coverage down here at the bottom.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Heath Howell. Snap. Pitch goes left side to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. Knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Penalty marker goes fly. Was that a late hit?
Well, if it's out of bounds, all right, so.
Got a lot of flags.
Yeah, now he moved it back in bounds. He's going to probably call hold on Cameron Clark out here. Could we see the. Yeah, it's going to be holding out here on Clark. Now, listen, this is going to be from the spot, so it's going to put it back to about the South Gibson 48. And so you're not going to be in as bad a situation as what you think you're going to be about 3rd and 12. That was a great play call, and South Gibson just really out formation Milan right there.
Back to that 48-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down and 12 coming up here for South Gibson, leading in this game by the score of 7-0. South Gibson with the football. They go 2 to the left, 1 to the right, lone running back.
Got LeBourne one-on-one.
There's a snap, fakes the handoff, looks down the field, goes around the left side. He's caught from behind and brought down. That was Hudson. They caught him from behind, I think, Terry.
It was. Brendan Hudson gets blocked and just stays with the play. Hal holds the ball an extra second and pays for it. Now they're going to go for it.
4th down and 12.
No, he's going to step back and put it.
Penalty markers.
Now we got false start on South Gibson.
That'll mark 5 yards back. Now the punting unit will come on. Hassan will be punting for South Gibson.
I think it may be Lavorne, Dan. Hassan was the one that he punted at the end last week, but I think Lavorne's going to be the punter this time.
Number 9?
Yes.
Gabe Lavorne, a junior, 6'4", 225. From Troy and Austin P. There's a high end over end punt down the field, and it's going to roll and roll and roll down to about the 24-yard line, and that's where Milan will take over. First down and 10. Good punt.
Yeah, 34-yard punt for Lavorne. Milan will take over their second possession with 1:40 left in this first quarter, trailing 7-0, and we'll see if Johnson and his compadres can get something going against this stingy South Gibson defense.
Too wide to the left. Will Johnson at the QB. Snap goes, handoff goes straight up the middle, out across the 25, up to about the 27-yard line.
Tell you something, Dan, I'm impressed with Cade Beaver from the safety position. He's just a sophomore, but he's already been in about 4 different plays and made a great open field tackle right there.
Johnson comes in from the sideline with the play. Second down, close to 7 yards to go for Milan. 2 go wide to the left side. Wing to the right. Johnson working out of the gun. Now they overload the left side. There's a snap, and a handoff goes to the left side, and nothing doing there. Jones on the carry. I don't even think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Loss on the play of about a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Yeah, Cade Beaver again coming up from his safety position. He is the unblocked man. And so if he can make the tackle on the running back, he's going to have a big night statistically because he is unaccounted for in this blocking scheme.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
$15 seconds left in the quarter. I think they do have to snap it.
Got 9 on the clock.
It's right about the same.
2 go wide to the left side. Wing to the left. Snap, drops straight back. Looks, pumps once. Looks again. Bumps into everybody. Now he's got running room on the right side, and he's caught from behind. Great defensive play there by South Gibson, catching him behind at the 30-yard line. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter of play. It'll be 4th and 4 when play resumes here at Milan, Tennessee. Did we have a flag? Or
no, I think they're just marking the ball. And you can see on the Siler Thornton replay another example of a defensive player staying with the play. Gabe Lavorne got blocked, got chipped, stayed with the play, and was able to make the first down saving tackle.
7-0 the score. South Gibson leads.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, we've got the first quarter in of the 23 football season, and it finds South Gibson up 7-0. Milan with the football, and it's 4th down and 4 coming up here.
Damn, they've got their offense out on the field. That's okay. Oh, well, now we've got a flag.
And I think the guard on the left side.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's going to cost 5, and they'll march it back. Illegal procedure, the call against Milan.
And now
going to bring the ball back to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, now you're going to see Bladen DePriest go back, I believe, in pump formation.
4th down, close to 10 coming up. Ball at the 25.
I'll tell you what, Dan, Sebastian Brady is deep for South Gibson. If you give him a crease, he can go to the house. He made about four great special teams play last week in the Jamboree against Peabody.
Let's see what DePriest does here. Good snap. Kick away down the field. Angled it. Goes out of bounds. The official will look at his buddy across the way and still moving. Still moving.
Wow.
And the ball's going to be marked at the 41-yard line. Inside Milan territory at the 41. So that's where that South Gibson will take over. 1st down and 10. Heath Howe is the quarterback, the senior quarterback for the Hornets of South Gibson. They send 2 wide to the left side, 1 wide to the right. They stack them on the far side over there, Terry. There's a snap and handoff goes straight ahead, maybe a yard up to about the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 9 here for the Hornets.
Yeah, I tell you what, Dan, Milan's defensive front the last couple of series have done. They've played a whole lot better. That was Lincoln Real right there, the sophomore, that was able to shed the blocker and make the tackle.
Goes straight back, looks, fires a little side pass. It's complete. 1st down and some more. Out across the 30 to about the 26-yard line. And on the reception for South Gibson, that was number 2, and that is Jonathan Reed.
Yeah, just up and throw it to him. Let Cameron Clark block for him, and successful play.
On 1st and 10, there's a snap. Up the middle he goes. Adios! Touchdown, South Gibson. 13-0 the score, Hornets. And into the end zone, Heath Howe, his 2nd touchdown of the evening. And mark the time, what is that, 11:09?
It is 11:09, and once again, South Gibson uses Milan's pursuit against them. And Howe fakes the give and cuts it back and goes in practically untouched.
Ball down, kick up, kick is perfect. 14-0 the score. South Gibson leads, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
South Gibson's going to kick it off, leading by the score of 14-0. They're on 2 runs by Heath Howe, quarterback for South Gibson. Here we go. Little squibber down the field and across the 50 to the 45-yard line. That's where Milan will take over first down and 10. You see a little bit of something in the first game every year.
Absolutely. I mean, right there, a lot of respect for the two return guys, Johnson and Moses, who are back there for Milan. Is that's twice South Gibson doesn't want anything to do with kicking the ball back to them. And, South Gibson is just both touchdown plays they use Milan's pursuit against them.
Milan to the line of scrimmage. Got a full house back there. Wide to the left side. Snap. Keeps. Goes straight up the middle. 2-3 yards maybe to the 48-yard line. It'll be second down and 7.
Yeah, just
straight up the middle.
Yeah, direct snap, fake the give, and follow your blockers. And I believe that was Carson Pruitt on the carry for Milan.
Second down, 7 yards to go.
Derek Carr trying to just get something going offensively. Dan Pruitt's at quarterback. I don't know if something happened to Johnson on the last series or what. I see him standing over here on the sideline.
They've swapped in and out 2 or 3 times already. There's a snap, and he keeps and goes straight ahead again, and he's going to pick up a first down out across the 50 to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, same play, just snapped it to him, and he faked it, and you've got 4 lead blockers. You've got the 2 coming from the 2 H-backs coming underneath, and then both of your backs leading up through the hole, and that's just trying to outnumber the defense, and so far it's worked.
To the 45-yard line, it'll be first down and 10. First and 10. Snap, handoff, goes left side. And a penalty marker goes flying, and somebody found a face mask. Was that Clark?
That was Clark on the face mask, and he and Jones now having a few words. But, it's going to be 15 and automatic first down.
That's going to cost 15. That's going to take the ball to the 30-yard line. And it's going to be first down and 10 for Milan on the South Gibson 30.
See here on the Sadler Thornton replay, great job by Clark of getting off the block. And then, when you just reach, you're reaching for whatever you can get, and whatever you get's what you get. And that time it just happened to be his face mask.
Mark it at the 29, first down and 10. For Milan on the South Gibson 29-yard line. They send it in wide to the right side.
Oh,
there's a snap. Somebody moved, but I don't see a flag.
Yeah, I tell you
and out of bounds at about the 26-yard line.
14.
And on that carry was number 3.
Yeah, that's Pruitt again. Moses, you watch Moses. He goes almost a full count before the ball gets snapped. Now, how that was missed, I don't know.
It's early in the season.
I guess so. It's early for us, too, but we saw it. So
hey, they need a replay.
Maybe they do. We'll give them the Sadler Thornton replay feed.
25-yard line for Milan. Snap. And it goes down to about the 30. And on the carry, that was Jones.
Now Pruitt.
Yeah, 3.
This whole series, they've just, with the exception of the one Jones run, they've just snapped it to Pruitt, and they've led four people up into on the left side. And they're telling South Gibson, here we come, what are you going to do?
Ball at the 19. And it's first down and 10 for Milan at the South Gibson 19-yard line. And a handoff goes to the left side. Tried to turn the corner, and he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown. Into the end zone. That is Jones. Mark the time that I can't see.
8:27. You see on the Sadler Thornton replay, This time it's just a stretch zone play. Good job by the Milan blockers occupying South Gibson. I thought South Gibson still was going to get him, but he was able to get the corner turn and get into the end zone. And we got a game, Dan.
It's 14-6. And to attempt the extra point. That is Abels. Ball down, kick up, and the kick is good. 14-7 the score. South Gibson leading. Back in a minute.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
Milan's going to kick it off, trailing here 14-7. End over end kick going to be retrieved at about the 14, and he falls flat at the 14-yard line.
That was Brady. I tell you what, that's the second time that a South Gibson return man has slipped on this turf.
Well, that brings up questions that we don't have time to
You're right.
chew on.
We'll talk about those on the ride home, I'm sure.
Two wide to the left side, one to the right for South Gibson from the 14-yard line, or it's first down and 10. South Gibson leading 14-7. There's a snap, goes straight back, looks, pumps once, goes to the left side, looks for running room, 15, 16, 17-yard line, and that was Howe on the carry. And the ball at the 19-yard line, and it's going to be a pickup of 5 on the play. Second down and 5 coming up here for South Gibson.
Yeah, good play by Hudson in the open field.
Snap, look, side pass, it's complete, and did not net anything. In fact, it was a loss.
Yeah, lost the yard. Did it to the short side, threw it out there to Reed, and great job by the Milan defense that time. You had Lavorne one-on-one down here at the bottom, but Hal chose to go the other way.
Third down and about 7 yards to go here for South Gibson. From the 17-yard line. Too wide to the right side.
Man coverage down here at the bottom.
Snap, looks. In a miss back there, and he's going to be sacked back at around the 10-yard line. Somebody let the dogs out. Ball's at the 11-yard line. It's going to be fourth down, long yardage coming up here for South Gibson.
Well, that was a coverage sack. As you see, South Gibson tried to run just some stop routes, and Milan was able to cover them. And then number 88, Javion Johnson, the senior, was able to get in on Howell.
South Gibson going to be punting out of the end zone. There's a snap. It's a good one. Punt away down the field. Short punt, but it's going to take a roll. Was it tipped?
Yep.
And the ball's across the 50 to the 47-yard line, and that's where it's going to be first down and 10 from Milan. Somebody got a finger on it.
Yeah, and it actually worked out better for South Gibson. That ended up being a 42-yard punt by Lavorne, but Milan set up in great field position. And hey, don't be surprised if you see exactly what we saw on the last drive. As I see number 8, Will Johnson, still over here on the sidelines, and I think you're going to have Carson Pruitt in at quarterback.
14-7 the score. South Gibson leads.
6:21 till half.
2 go wide to the right side. Pruitt takes the snap, rolls, now cuts back up the middle, and is caught from behind. He got the first down and a yard to spare. That's close.
Yeah, see here on the Siler Thornton replay. Cuts it, gets the pursuit going one way, and then cuts it back. It was tackled by Lavorne. And I tell you what, Dan, this Milan offense has found themselves a little identity in this second quarter.
First down and 10 from the South Gibson 43-yard line. Milan with the football. They're dressed in the purple. And so far, the second quarter has belonged to the purple players.
Absolutely has. Absolutely.
2 wide to the right side. There's a snap. And a delayed handoff goes straight up the middle and picked up a few more. Out across the 40 to the 39-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 6 from the 39.
And that quarterback run, Dan, is now setting up everything else. That was just a straight zone play to the left, but South Gibson's the backside of the South Gibson defense had to wait to make sure that he didn't keep it and cut back, and now that evens up things on the front side.
Milan to the line of scrimmage. They send the end wide to the right side. Full house in the backfield, wing right. Snap straight ahead. Pruitt gets across the 40 to the 38-yard line. It'll be third down and 5.
Yaya Gadd in on the tackle. Much better job by the South Gibson defensive front as they were a lot more aggressive and a lot more physical and just kept the line of scrimmage exactly where it was and didn't allow Milan's 4 guys to get up into the hole.
Ian goes wide to the left side, wing to the right. 3-man T in the backfield. Now they look to the bench. Three seconds, 2 seconds. Going to have to call a timeout, and they do it now. Timeout is called. 4 minutes remaining in the first half of play. 14-7 the score. South Gibson leading.
Gibson County, are you ready for some football? This is Alicia Owens. With school back in session and football in full swing, it's time for competition, making memories, and Friday night lights. No matter what school you're cheering for, at the end of the day, we're all Gibson Countyans with the same dreams and goals. Next summer, I will be seeking the position of Gibson County Property Assessor. In the upcoming months, I will have much more information about why I am seeking the Gibson County Property Assessor's position and why I am qualified to hold this office. But for now, enjoy the football season as we pray together for safety and travel mercies for all the schools in Gibson County. I look forward to seeing and talking with you soon.
The preceding political announcement has been paid for by candidate Alicia Owens for Gibson County Property Assessor.
Third down and about 6 yards to go. For the Bulldogs of Milan, trailing 14-7. How's Campbell County doing?
Well, Campbell County still, now they trail 17-14, 10-13 left in the third quarter.
Worked with those guys all summer.
We got some other scores also.
Wide to the left side. There's a keeper around the left side. Yeah. Penalty marker goes flying. They'll bring it all back and do it again.
Tell you what, Dan, Clark's been asking for that, begging for that hold. Claims he's been getting held the whole night, and he probably has been. But that one was right out in front of everybody, and that's going to make it 3rd and 16. Campbell County trails Hall 17-14. Smith County 13-0 over Gordonsville. Mount Juliet 14-0 over Cane Ridge. Shelbyville leads Siegel 15-14, and hoping to have had a score from Dresden Westview, but nothing so far.
It's going to be third down. 14 yards to go for Milan. They bring the ball back to the 47-yard line.
Now, this is going to be interesting. As long as you're staying in front of the chains, and now they move it up a
Now
yard.
we move the ball.
As long as you're staying in front of the chains, then you can run this type of offense. Now you can't, because now you got Johnson back in, because you're probably going to have to throw the football.
Wide to the right. He drops straight back, fakes it, puts a liner down the field. It's going to be picked off at the 20, up to about the 25, 26, 27, back to the 30, to the 31-yard line maybe. Interception here by South Gibson.
Jonathan Reed on the interception.
That was one-on-one down there, as you'll see.
It was, and the ball was a little underthrown. I don't know if it was the designed comeback route or back shoulder throw, but Reed read it and Pruitt didn't. And Reed makes a big play for the South Gibson defense with 3:29 left until halftime. They can put the ball in the end zone again.
So South Gibson has the football. South Gibson out of Medina. 2 wide to the left side, 1 to the right. Snap, whistle, penalty marker. Goes in. It's going to be
some kind of false start or snap infraction or something.
5-yard against South Gibson. To the 26-yard line. And it's going to be first down and 15. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Snap, drops back, looks down the field, rolls to the right side. Little flare pass out to the right side. Did he hold on to it?
No.
Incomplete. Pass was intended for Lavorne. And it's going to be second down and 15 from the 26-yard line.
You know, Lavorne just kind of ran out here and stopped like he was going to stalk block, and then just tried to post up the defensive back, and just they weren't able to make the connection. That was a weird route.
Little pitch goes to the left side and out of bounds, and probably a loss of about a yard on the play. Ball was at the 27, so it's going to be third down and about 16 yards to go. They put the ball at the 25-yard line. 3 minutes remaining in the first half of play. South Gibson leading 14-7. 2 to the left, 1 to the right this time. Howe at quarterback. Now they're going to call a timeout. Timeout on the field. South Gibson by a touchdown.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
McCoy's Heating and Air specializes in more than just HVAC services. Our service department has expert plumbers to handle a wide variety of plumbing issues. Do you have a dripping faucet, broken toilet, or broken water heater? Whatever the issue may be, contact McCoy's today for quick service. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
Third down and about 16 yards to go. He goes straight back, looks a little screen pass. It's complete to the 25, to the 26, to the 27-yard line. A lot of thinking to Jaden Reed, but that one just didn't work out, Terry.
Yeah, you can see here on the Siler Thornton replay, it started pretty good, but the ball was a little bit behind him, and that made him stop, and that allowed the Milan defense to pursue. And make the play. And, you know, Dan, for whatever reason, the South Gibson guys are really having a hard time, or starting to have a hard time with their footing on this turf. And, look, I've been down on this turf. This is some of the better turf around here. And so I don't know if their spikes aren't long enough. They may, you know, I don't know if they can change shoes at the halftime to go to a longer cleat or what. But Westview leads Dresden 13-6, 5:30 left in the first half. And we appreciate my good friend John Hattler from Martin, Tennessee, texting me that update.
That was nice of him to do that.
It is.
We have a timeout on the field, 2 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the first half of play, 14-7 the score. And we're
going to be busy tomorrow night, Dan. Worthy Road
South Gibson
Studio.
winner, yes.
Worthy Road Studio is going to be busy. You and I are going to be at USJ for Peabody USJ, and then JCS and North Point Christian will square off, and also TCA and Chester County will open their season.
Here we go on fourth down. They'll punt it away. Snap is a good one down. Punt down the field. Beautiful punt down the field. And they're going to let it roll, and it's going to die at about the 39-yard line, and that's where Milan will take over. First down and 10 on their own 39-yard line with 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first half of play.
34-yard punt there.
So as we get started here with this series.
But it's going to be Pruitt, because I see Johnson over here on the side. They've got enough time as long as they can stay ahead of the chains. If they stay ahead of the chains, they do have enough time to get this football down and put it in the end zone, or at least get a field goal try. And here's the thing. Milan gets the ball to start the third quarter.
Wing to the right. Split the end to the left. Down to 10 on the clock. There's the snap. And he heads back on the inside, and is going to take a loss. Pounded down. He didn't trick anybody on that one. Back to the 37-yard line. Loss of a couple on the play. It'll be second down and 12.
Well, here's an adjustment, Dan, that South Gibson has made, is they've done a much better job, or they did right there. I know Clark got blocked, but Lavorne and number 5, Beaver, were able to get out and not let Pruitt get to the outside. And I think Milan, they don't seem to be in too big of a hurry, may be willing to go into the halftime with a 14-7 deficit and regroup.
Not a bad,
no,
not a
it's
bad
not.
thing at
no,
all.
No, absolutely it's not.
Bulldogs to the line. They split the end wide to the right, wide to the left. There's a snap and a quick handoff at the knee. And it gets it across the 40 to the 42-yard line. And on the carry from Milan was Camilo Jones, the senior.
Now we got a timeout by South Gibson. And the clock's still running.
Down to a minute remaining.
Yes.
And a timeout is called. Let's take it with them. South Gibson leads 14-7.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Wide right, wide left. Snap, keep straight ahead. Gets out to about the 44-yard line. 57 seconds remaining.
Well, South Gibson
and
takes
another
their
timeout.
South Gibson takes their final final timeout of the half.
Good. It's a good timeout. You got fourth down and about 5 yards to go. Going to get your hands on the football one more time.
Yeah, and, you got a chance to go for a block right here. And like you said, you're going to have Brady back there, and he can go anytime he puts his hands on the ball. But we said in that Westview game 13-6. That's maybe a little bit of an upset. I think Dresden was supposed to be a little bit better this year, and Westview maybe not quite as good as they were last year. But hats off to Dresden, to Westview so far, is they've been able to use their speed to get that 7-point lead.
Fourth down, about 5 yards to go, and Milan will go into punt formation.
This is not DePriest back there, Dan. I'm trying to get a number. I think it's maybe 21. That's 21 is Justin Williamson, a freshman. Don't hold me to that number, though. Our angle's not very good.
Punt high, brings it down, gets a end-over-end kick down the field, and it takes a Milan roll down to about the 13-yard line. Well, that's one of those cases you really don't want to pick it up.
44-yard punt for freshman Justin Williamson. How about that, your first high school game, first time a hand touches the football?
You never forget it.
That's right.
Ball at the 13-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 with 43 seconds remaining in the first half of play. South Gibson leading 14-7.
I'll be surprised if South Gibson tries anything too much right here. But, that's a hold right there, and he's there.
There's a pass, and it's incomplete. Right through the wicket it went.
Lavorne
right through the wicket.
And here's the thing, Dan. If we see this on the Siler Thornton replay, watch Lavorne right off the line. He's going to beat the defensive back. The defensive back just reaches out and grabs his jersey in the back. Right there. See, he pulled him, holds him up, and he still beats him. And it's a nice pass by Howell, and it hit him in a bad spot.
37 seconds remaining. Snap, looks, fires it to the side. Incomplete, dangerous pass.
It was a dangerous pass as number 13, Cordarius Johnson, breaks on that. And if that had been a normal pass, that would have been 6 points for Milan.
32 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Marking out of the gun. And this time he's going to keep. Might have gotten back to the line, and that's about it.
Now Milan calls a timeout.
Now they're going to get their hands on the ball.
Then an update from Martin. Westview has taken a 20-6 lead with 3:05 left until halftime over Dresden.
So a timeout is called, and let's take a short timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
South Gibson's going to be punting from the end zone. Bad snap, and it goes through his legs. And who got the football? Let's wait for the official.
Milan is going to get the football.
Safety.
Yeah, it's going to be a safety, and that's the right call. We see it again on the Siler Thornton replay, when the Milan player touches the ball, his legs are going to be on the white, which is out of bounds right there, and so that is a safety.
It's 14-9. Now he called it a touchdown. We got 14-13 on the board. He gave
the
safety
safety mechanic.
Then he gave a touchdown call.
Well,
now the officials are looking at each other.
I'm going to tell you something. Of course, they don't have the same look or the same replay that we have. If we can see it one more time. If we can see it
18 seconds.
One more time real quick. You see the snap, and watch when Milan gets the ball, Dan. See, the ball's loose. He's got it, but his feet were outside. We're out on the white.
On the white. Let's see if they tie it. Ball down, kick up, and the kick is good. We're tied at 14. Well, the error charged to South Gibson has tied this one up with 18 seconds left in the first half of play. 14-14 the score here headed toward halftime.
And remember, Milan gets the ball to start this third quarter. Wow.
Unbelievable.
If you would have asked me at 11:09 left in this second quarter what the score would have been at halftime, I would have probably told you 21-0 South Gibson, maybe even 28-0. But I tell you what, hats off to this Milan Bulldog team, as they have really buckled their chin strap, gotten after it, and hats off to Derek Carr as he changed offenses, and man, they've had a lot of success with it.
Thursday night football. Who knows what will happen? And Milan's going to kick it off with 18 seconds left. Here we go. End over end. Going to go out of bounds. Penalty marker, a fly. And let's see what happens.
They'll probably take it at the 35. Isn't that right? 25 from the kick. So
I've always wondered why you don't make him kick it again.
I know a coach about 11, 12 miles up the road that make him kick it again.
And again.
And again. That's right. He wouldn't let you do that. We've seen that. We've seen that several times over the past 4 years plus.
Oh, they bring the ball to the 35-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10.
Now you got man under cover 2, umbrella, or may even be cover 4.
Straight up the middle, and a pickup of 7 or 8 yards. And it's going to be second down.
Yeah, and everybody there. Nobody has timeouts left, if memory serves me right. Yeah, everybody's out. So
and that's going to be the end of the first half of play. Well, we're back where we started from. End of the first half of play. The score, South Gibson 14, Milan 14. Back at 4 minutes.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle. And at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
McCoy's Heating and Air specializes in more than just HVAC services. Our service department has expert plumbers to handle a wide variety of plumbing issues. Do you have a dripping faucet, broken toilet, or broken water heater? Whatever the issue may be, contact McCoy's today for quick service. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
(14-14), that's our score at halftime, with South Gibson and Milan all tied up here at the half. Bands on the field are about ready to perform. And let's go to the 4 highlights. There's 4 highlights in this. The band, I'm told, will be on YouTube tonight, and catch that up on Worthy Road Studios. Okay, Terry Clement, join us. As this game started, it looked like it was going to be South Gibson all the way back in the first quarter, 9:34 remaining in the first quarter of play, and Heath Howell takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Here it be. As Howell takes the snap, and he goes to the right side, works it up the middle with the extra point. It's 7-0 South Gibson. Then it's going to be Howell again, Terry. We're in the second quarter at 11:09 remaining in the second quarter, and here goes Howell again.
Yeah, just faked the pitch, got the pursuit going one way, and then cuts it back and makes the first guy miss and takes it into the end zone.
So we got 14-0. Now it's time for the Bulldog show.
Yeah.
And Milan with 8 minutes 27 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. And this is going to be Jones. He's going to take it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think we may have missed that one.
Did we miss? No, here it is.
Yeah, we got the extra point.
Well, we got the extra point.
Abels doesn't get enough credit anyway. There you go.
Okay. Then we go to the last play with 18 seconds remaining. And one of the strangest plays that you'll see probably all season long. We'll watch it on the snap. South Gibson's going to punt the football away. Low snap goes right through the wicket. And we can't tell who got it, but watch the official. Watch the official now.
He's going to give a safety.
He's going to give the safety sign right. There's the safety. Now he's going to turn around, and now he's going to say, touchdown.
That was a touchdown.
Maybe it was, but no argument from each side, so we guess that was the right call. But they get the extra point, and the extra point makes it 14-14.
And I just caught the number. It was number 5, Jaden Pete, was the one who got on that bad snap and recovered it in the end zone for what turns out to be the game-tying touchdown here at the half.
What has surprised you so far in this game?
I think just the complete different offense that Milan threw out on the field. They're starting with about 11 minutes to go in the second quarter, and honestly, South Gibson's had a lot of trouble stopping it. And when you're leading 4 guys up into a hole, it's you're just trying. It's 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but they're getting about 4 or 5, sometimes 6 yards in a cloud of dust, and that's got them. That's turned the moment. That's kept the ball away from South Gibson. Okay, which anybody that knows. An offense, you want the football in your hands so you can develop, you can keep the continuity, especially, you're up 14-0, you get a stop. When you're up 14-0, you're probably going to go up 21-0. And it's just, that's the biggest thing. Milan comes out and they completely took the momentum away from this South Gibson team with that offensive drive that was capped off by Jones with the touchdown with 8:27 left in the second quarter.
Terry, let's go back to about 30 seconds remaining in the first half of play. South Gibson has the football, and they're intent on throwing the ball instead of eating the clock up.
Well, and
tell me about that.
Okay, I know I said I didn't expect them to do anything that big, but I tell you what, they had one-on-one coverage. You had Gabe Lavorne. He's going to be a Division I football player in a Group of 5 school, if not higher. And he had one-on-one coverage, made a great move, got held, still was able to get free, beautiful pass, and he doesn't catch it. And, it's almost like there was just a big breath of air that went out of this stadium on the other side when that happened, because he catches that. I don't know if they catch him. I don't know if they don't catch him. But now you got Mo back on your side, and you can just keep going and try to get this football on down to at least get a field goal, if not put it in the end zone for a touchdown.
It's going to be a battle for Mo in the
second
half of play.
It absolutely is, and I'm going to tell you something. The first 2 drives, first drive of Milan getting the football coming out, whatever they do with the football, and then the drive that South Gibson has when they first touch the football, because let's be real. The South Gibson offense, since that 11:09 mark in the second quarter, hasn't gotten a lot of push up front. And I'm sure Coach Johnson is in that locker room right now explaining that to them. And he's probably not being quite as nice as I am, and I don't blame him, because they had things going. They had things going. And then even Milan comes down and scores and makes it 14-7. Hey, that's okay. You still get the ball back. You got a touchdown lead. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. And they didn't. Now, whether they weren't able to or they didn't, then there you go.
Well, here we are, and it's 14-14, and we are tied Here at the half. Well, let's talk about tomorrow night before we take the break. Tomorrow night, Terry, you and I will be at Jackson. We'll be at USJ, Peabody and University School of Jackson. Then that'll be also on Worthy Road Studio, the BallGame Blitz. It'll be Jackson Christian taking on North Point, TCA, and Chester County. That'll be your Friday night football. Then that's scheduled for tomorrow night. Worthy Road Studio.
There we go. We're getting a thumbs up from the boss right here. So good to have the boss with us.
It's unique, isn't it?
We don't get to see him, and we're going to actually see him 2 nights in a row. Now that'll be enough. We'll be tired of him by then.
Yeah.
As long as he brings our paychecks tomorrow, we'll be glad to see him.
Let's take a break, and we'll be back. We're tied 14-14, South Gibson and Milan.
Gibson County, are you ready for some football? This is Alicia Owens. With school back in session and football in full swing, it's time for competition, making memories, and Friday night lights. No matter what school you're cheering for, at the end of the day, we're all Gibson Countyans with the same dreams and goals. Next summer, I will be seeking the position of Gibson County Property Assessor. In the upcoming months, I will have much more information about why I am seeking the Gibson County Property Assessor's position and why I am qualified to hold this office. But for now, enjoy the football season as we pray together for safety and travel mercies for all the schools in Gibson County. I look forward to seeing and talking with you soon.
The preceding political announcement has been paid for by candidate Alicia Owens for Gibson County Property Assessor.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should
You know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
McCoy's Heating and Air specializes in more than just HVAC services. Our service department has expert plumbers to handle a wide variety of plumbing issues. Do you have a dripping faucet, broken toilet, or broken water heater? Whatever the issue may be, contact McCoy's today for quick service. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Gibson County, are you ready for some football? This is Alicia Owens. With school back in session and football in full swing, it's time for competition, making memories, and Friday night lights. No matter what school you're cheering for, at the end of the day, we're all Gibson Countyans with the same dreams and goals. Next summer, I will be seeking the position of Gibson County Property Assessor. In the upcoming months, I will have much more information about why I am seeking the Gibson County Property Assessor's position and why I am qualified to hold this office. But for now, enjoy the football season as we pray together for safety and travel mercies for all the schools in Gibson County. I look forward to seeing and talking with you soon.
The preceding political announcement has been paid for by candidate Alicia Owens for Gibson County Property Assessor.
We're tied at 14 here from Milan. Update on our score of our other game in the West Tennessee area. Westview leads Dresden 20-12. This game tied at 14. As we've said before, South Gibson jumped out to a 14-0 lead on 2 Heath Towle touchdowns. But Jones touchdown and then a fumble recovery by Pete has tied this game up. Got a shot, got a chance. Want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine, Jimmy Meeks, over in Lauderdale County, watching the game tonight and listening into Worthy Road Studio. Jimmy, we appreciate it. You and Coach Ramsey, now you guys, y'all be nice tonight. Milan will get the ball to start this second half as South Gibson's specialty unit and actually the whole South Gibson team has come back out on the field, and they are warming up down to our left. And we're still awaiting the Bulldogs from Milan as there's still a minute on the clock. And this is one of the things that Dan and I have spoken about several times. We don't understand. They're going to get down to where there's no time on the clock, and then they'll tell them maybe add 3 more minutes. Well, let's just add 3 more minutes and start the game at 18 minutes instead of trying to have a 15-minute half. But they didn't ask me, and so I can't make that call for them. But regardless, when we get this thing started back, Milan will have the football, and it's going to be interesting to see which offense, and I know which offense, if I'm Derek Carr, that I'm going to be employing. I'm going to go with the same thing that was working, and that's Pruitt at quarterback, as Milan comes into the end zone down to our right, and in 15 seconds they're going to put 3 minutes back up on the clock. But we'll keep it here until they do that just to make sure they're going to do that, but I'm pretty sure they will. Milan is down here getting loose on the right side, and I was enjoying your chair, Dan. You can go to say, and there's the 3 minutes. So I tell you what we're going to do. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in 2 minutes to get this third quarter started on Worthy Road Studio. BallGame Blitz.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
14-14 was scored. We're tied at the half. And, well, it's a half, the very first half of the 23 football season. And the first quarter belonged to South Gibson. The second quarter belonged to Milan, Terry.
It did. It did. I think that's just the best way that you can say, you know, Dan, one thing, I hate to use the word surprise because these are both very disciplined teams, but we didn't have near as many penalties as you usually have in the first half of a first game. And so we'll see how that goes in the second half. We'll see how fatigue starts to set in. It's not hot like it was 2 weeks ago, but it's still warm and it's muggy.
Yeah, it's 64 steps up those.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
You counted this time? Well, you know, we should make that a requirement for us to do a game. Then they got to put an elevator.
Yeah, I mean,
can we get that? We need to get that work in our contract.
See what it costs Tennessee Tech?
Absolutely, cost them lots of money.
Should have had an elevator.
That's right. Yes, sir.
South Gibson's going to kick it off as we get set to start the third quarter of play. Again, we're tied 14-14 in the season opener 23. Tomorrow night, USJ and Peabody, JCS, North Point, and TCA in Chester County.
Yeah, should be three pretty good games.
I would think so. South Gibson, the Hornets, going to kick it off.
Crowell.
And that'll be Braxton Crowell, a sophomore. Here we go. Short end over end. Going to be taken at the 30 to the 35 up to about the 40. And on the return was Hudson. And it's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. And pretty good field position here for Milan Bulldogs.
Yeah, good job by Hudson. It's kicked outside the widest hash, so don't try to get it back over to the other side of the field. Just get what you can get and, you know, take the hit. And here we go. And we're going to have Pruitt back at quarterback, and as I suspected, Milan is going to go back to this more of a running attack.
Wide right, wide left. Snap, keeps.
There's motion,
and
yeah. Motion
going to cost
right
5.
tackle, yep. I think it was the right tackle. It was on the right side.
Going to bring it back to the 35-yard line. It'll be first down 15.
Okay, now here's my question. As we see it here on the side of Thornton replay, notice up at the top of the screen, the guard, the tackle, and the H-back all jump. So if that's a flag, then how come when the running back takes off a full second before the snap?
It's early.
It's crazy. It is crazy, and it is early.
Wide right, wide left. Now they overload the left side. Snap, he goes to the left, now cuts back up to the right side and picks up a yard or two to the 37-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, good job, better job by the South Gibson defense. As you see, they pull both guards, try to kick out Walker. He cuts it back up in, and there's Crenshaw waiting for him in our mysterious number 42, and I forgot to get a number 42. We didn't see him much after that first series. So we'll see if we can get a number.
It takes the game 5 to get rosters.
It really does, to get them completed.
Wide right, wide left. Wing to the right side. Goes straight back. Fires it down the field, and it is complete at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Milan.
Well, hello, Mr. Carson Pruitt. You do have an arm on that body. And that's the simple go route, and I tell you what, that's a pretty tight spiral Pruitt threw it up there, and Cordarius Johnson just went up and beat Brady for the football. And a nice gain on the play. And Milan is in business.
Again. Johnson, just a sophomore for Milan. Wide right, wide left. Wing to the right side. Now they go to the left side.
Well, they want to say it.
And too much motion.
Well, you got to get set for a full count. And they weren't. And that's the danger of using a player at quarterback that is not used to being back there at quarterback. You know, he's got to know, all right, they've got to get set, a count, boom, now we can snap the football.
They're going to bring the ball back to the 35-yard line. 1st down, 15 for Milan.
Johnson coming out of the game, Dan, limping, favoring like his right leg just a little bit.
Wearing number 13 there. Pruitt. Snap, handoff, yard maybe. To the 34-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 14.
Jones on the carry, and good job, Yaya Gadd and number 77, Jack Smith. First time we've called Jack's name tonight. They were in on the tackle along with, looks like Crenshaw in there, and Cade Beaver.
2nd down, 14 for Milan. Now they load the left side. There's a snap. And a handoff, and lost a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 15. On the carry was Jones. That's not fooling anybody now, unloading that left side.
Well, but here's the thing. And look, this is no offense to Johnson. You see her on the sideline replay, but Johnson is not the running threat that Pruitt is. And he's more of the. I was going to say he's a better thrower, but after the last pass Pruitt made, I don't even need to say that. And he's going to go back in the game at quarterback. But you're not so much worried about Johnson keeping the football as you are Pruitt.
It's 3rd down and 16 as they bring the ball back to the 36-yard line. Johnson fakes, fires. It's complete and brought down at the 23. Going to be 4th down coming up. It's 4-down territory at the 23.
Absolutely.
That's a good pass.
It was a good pass, a good catch by Pruitt out there. He's just a big, strong kid, and makes 2 people to get him on the ground and gain 13 right there.
Clock running. We're tied 14-14. South Gibson and Milan. Johnson brings the play in. He's back there with Jones. 2 wide to the right side, wing left.
Oh, you got man coverage.
Snap. Handoff goes to the right side, out across the 20. Got the 1st down to about the 19-yard line. They'll move the sticks on the far side.
Yeah, just zone left. Going to pull both guards. First guard kicks out. Second guard gets up in there and tries to get a block and gets just enough of a block to give Jones the necessary yardage for the first down.
Milan marching the football down the field. They have it at the 19-yard line. That's the South Gibson 19-yard line, where it's first down and 10 with 7:35 remaining in the third quarter of play. They split the end wide to the right, wide to the left. Johnson's handoff and caught Jones in the backfield, back at the 23-yard line. Nobody was fooled on that one, Terry.
No, they weren't. You had a slant going by your line up front, and your linebacker comes through, backside linebacker comes through untouched. That is Crenshaw. He comes through and gets him for the loss.
Make that second down and 14 for Milan at the 23-yard line. They split two wide to the right side. Will Johnson fakes it, fires it, incomplete. He's lucky it's incomplete.
Yeah, he threw it just a step early. As you see, Pruitt, the inside guy, going to run he fakes the corner around, then going to run a post trying to get the defensive back to open his hips. Didn't happen, and there was just so much pressure on Johnson that he had to get rid of it. Now that brings up third down 14.
6:35 remaining in the third. Milan Bulldogs looking to the sideline. Will Johnson brings the play.
17 on the play clock. I'm going to tell you something, Dan. I think I might put Pruitt out by himself and just put one-on-one and throw it up to him and let him go because he's a big kid.
He's an athlete.
Yes, he is.
Johnson fakes it. He gets pursued around the right side. Pass down toward the corner. It is incomplete. Penalty marker goes down.
Yeah. And there should have been one back here. There was a hold on Yaya Reed got
there you
held.
go, Terry.
You can see right here on the watch.
Well, missed that one.
See if we can.
Pass interference going to be the call against.
Yeah, we
South
knew that
Gibson.
one was. Now you see here on the Siler Thornton replay. Great job, Stephanie and Adrena. See right out here, 63 just grabs Yaya right there. I thought Larry Lewis was going to throw the flag because that really is what gave him the clearance to go up. And now you've got a clear pass interference down here on
no doubt
Landon Dowdy. So
they're going to move the football down to the 11-yard line where it's going to be first down and 10. First down and 10 for Milan as they threaten with 6:25 remaining in the third quarter. Snap. They go to the left side with it. Going to get down to about the 6-yard line. It's going to be second down and about 5 for Milan at the South Gibson 6.
Yeah, Jaden Pete, direct snap to him. He's now in at quarterback. He gets it and he just follows his 4 blockers up through there and gets it down, second down. Now we got first down and goal at the 6-yard line, as you said. Well, here you go, Dan. There's not going to be a big surprise as to what's coming right here. And so it's going to be interesting to see any adjustments that South Gibson is able to make inside the 10-yard line.
To about the 6.
Yeah, Pruitt back in the game. He'll probably be the one getting the ball, a little bigger back, bigger body.
This is the old LI, isn't it? Penalty markers go flying.
Flags on the play.
False start on the right guard.
Going to cost 5. Bring the ball back to the 11.
You know, still first down, so you still got your whole playbook as far as with this offensive set. And I don't think that's going to change a whole lot.
No.
They may go to an unbalanced line.
They got Pruitt back there, and Pruitt gets it, goes to the right side. He gets to the 10, and then he's going to be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. No, now he moves to the 6. Let's watch the steps.
The second down and goal from the 6-yard line.
Yeah,
it's at the 6.
He went out at the 7, but that's it is what it is. But still, he got 5. So
wide to the left, handoff straight up the middle, and runs into the wall, but still picks up some yards. That was Pete on the carry.
Downey on the tackle for the Hornets. Brings up third down and goal from the Hornet 3-yard line.
Third down coming up.
Dan, I tell you something else that this offense is doing. We're at the 5:19 mark of the third quarter. South Gibson hadn't touched the ball yet.
That's exactly right. Wide to the left side. That's Milan. Snap. Looks. Straight ahead. Touchdown, Dogs. Touchdown, Dogs into the end zone.
Pete on the
He just
carry.
weaved his way in and takes it into the end zone. Watch this. Straight ahead, goes right, then cuts back up through the middle and into the end zone, dives in and gives Milan the lead for the first time tonight, and it's 20-14. They're in to attempt the extra point. Got, I think, Pete down on the field.
Yeah, somebody's down.
Is that Pete?
It is. I think he's cramping.
Well,
as we know, that's going to be a part of the games also early in this month of August.
Always happens to me about 3 in the morning.
Yeah, tell me about it. Didn't used to.
No. See, it happens to him about 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Just wait, son. It'll get later on in the night the older you get. They'll get over here and get him a liquid IV or some Gatorade or something and get him back in the football game because they're going to need him.
And to attempt the extra point, this is Abels for Milan. Ball down, kick up, and the kick is good. 21-14, Milan leads here in the third quarter. Back after this.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Milan's going to kick off, leading in this football game by the score of 21-14. They have owned literally the third quarter of play.
Yes, they have.
High end over end kick going to be retrieved at the 21 to the 25, out to the 30 to the 35, and slides down at about the 40-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for South Gibson at the 40. Tomorrow night, we're to Jackson. It's going to be USJ and Peabody It's going to be a Royal Rumble, a double broadcast by Worthy Road Studios.
Ooh, mercy.
USJ and Peabody. Then JCS plays North Point. That's on Worthy Road. And TCA and Chester County on Worthy Road. Something for everybody.
It is.
And the YouTube.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got player down for Milan is Kadarius Johnson, and I believe that's just a calf cramp. Dan, I'm going to tell you something. Another slip by the South Gibson kids. Now that one, Landon Dowdy made a great return. Tried to cut on his inside foot. You don't try to cut on your inside foot. There's just not enough stability there, and he goes down.
Ball at the 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Now the officials
it's going to be a timeout.
Stop
Milan
the clock.
They had some personnel problems. They weren't sure who was supposed to be in and who wasn't.
Milan's coaches are not very happy at the moment. Somebody's not, and cost them a timeout.
It did.
That can come back and haunt you, that's for sure.
We're about to have a different offensive formation out of South Gibson than we've seen all night. Double tight end, double wing.
Terry, all I've read in reading some on this ball game tonight, and all that I've read all day long was how this one-sided game South Gibson going to do. I'm very impressed with Milan.
Well,
They've shown some multiples here that has surprised some people.
They really have, and that goes back to Derek Carr, their head coach. I mean, he pulled the strings, made a great move, and now here, let's see what South Gibson's got. Is they're going to a double, that's what we used to call a nasty slot.
There's a snap and a handoff straight across to the 40, to the 41. Pickup of a couple on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Then Westview leads Dresden 20-18 now.
That one's closer than I thought. 2nd down and 8 from the 41 for South Gibson. There's a handoff, goes around the left side. In trouble. In trouble was Reed, and he lost on the play back to the 37-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down. Call it 12.
And they're gonna go back to more of their 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 H-back, which is Walker, and then 3 receivers, and we got number 42 in the game. Still don't know who he is, and he's going to be split out wide to the left.
3rd down and 12. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Snap, drops straight back. Pass up the middle, it is complete to the 40-yard line or thereabouts. Let's see where they're going to say he went down.
Great catch by Jonathan Reed. You see, he's the inside guy. He just runs a one-on-one, a post route. Nice throw by Howe, and even better catch by Reed as he lays out and makes the play for a 1st down.
38-yard line, 1st down and 10. Snap, drops back, looks again, goes to the right side, going to have to get rid of it, heads toward the sideline, and he's bumped out of bounds, close to the line of scrimmage. A lot of running and not any net gain to show on that one.
Well, they tried to hit Lavorne on a post route. You know, that's one of those where the guys got inside position. You just got to change your route and just keep on going. And your quarterback, this is a senior quarterback. He's going to see that and throw the ball up to you.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Howe at quarterback. Drops back, looks, fires it. It's complete to the 32. And then he's brought down, still on his feet, but his forward progress is going to mark him at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, just a 5-6 yard hitch route to Reed, trying to get something positive. You see on the side of Thornton replay, and we've got another Milan player down. You see it out here. Nice open field tackle. There by Moses. I believe Moses may be the one that's down over there. And
it's leg cramp.
Oh, there's no doubt.
389 viewers.
We want to say thank you to the 391 viewers that are joining us on either Facebook.
Cost me $390.
Oh, yeah.
Third down and 4.
$3.95. So that is Moses. That is slow to get up, limping on that left leg. Yeah, he cramped up a little bit, and he'll be back in a few plays.
Ball at the 32-yard line. Third down and 4 here. 2 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Milan leading 21-14.
You know, Dan, we talked about the first 2 drives of this third quarter. Milan took their possession, and they drove down. They scored a touchdown. South Gibson now is in the process of advancing the football down, matriculating it down the field, so to speak, and now have a third down and 4.
Here we go. 3rd and 4, the call. Snap. Pitch goes left side. Driving, pushing, and gets to the 30. Going to be short of the first down by a couple.
It's going to be 4th, and it's going to be a short 2. They brought everyone to the right, trying to fool the defense. They ran it back to the short side of the field, and nice job of pursuit by Graves, the linebacker from Milan. Huge play right here, 4th down.
Big play, snap, handoff, straight ahead, pushing.
Yeah,
First down, gets down to about the 21-yard line.
Great leg drive by the sophomore, Jaden Reed. Great job by the offensive line up front. They just keep driving and driving and driving. Gets a little help from his teammate Ty Arnold, the senior, and now South Gibson's in business.
First down and 10 from the 23-yard line. South Gibson to the line, trailing by 7. There's a snap, handoff, goes straight up the middle again and gets down to about the 15-yard line. Another good pickup there by South Gibson.
See here on the Siler Thornton replay, you're going to bring the guard and the H-back around, looped up in there, and Reed just lowers his head and gets a couple extra yards, gets it to the 15.
Pickup of about 7 on the play. Second down, about 3.5. Snap. Looks into the end zone. Touchdown! Into the end zone, South Gibson. And that is Jonathan Reed on the reception. Takes it, and we got a 1-point ball game, 21-20. Milan leading. Milan with another player down on the field. They need some Dasani.
Well, I tell you what, they one of our fine sponsors, Dasani. Dan, that's the first points after Milan scored 21 unanswered. Big answer for South Gibson. We talked about it, first 2 drives. Both teams have taken the football in the third quarter, driven it down the football field, put it in the end zone. Milan was successful on their extra point, and we'll see if South Gibson can follow suit with Crowell.
Braxton Crowell, the sophomore, going to try to tie this one up for South Gibson.
We'll say, hang on, the guy's not off the field yet. We're trying to see if that's, I believe that's number 70, Centurion Williamson.
He's a big boy.
Sophomore.
Wow.
Famous last name.
Ball down, kick up, kick is good. And we're tied at 21 with 1:15 remaining in the third quarter of play. Back after this.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Ariya.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
21-21. What a way to open the 23 football season.
Absolutely.
Short end-over-end pooch kick.
Oh,
And it's laying on the ground, and who's got it? Run.
Think Milan got on it the way the South Gibson bench
My
is acting.
goodness, Milan has
They
the
got
football.
Wow. Tell you what, that's tough right there. Little pooch kick.
It's not easy.
No, not at all.
You can't afford to let it bounce.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Just a great kick by Crowell right there. And folks, I know Paul is manning the phone, manning the feed, and our almost 400 viewers, we appreciate it. But if anybody out there knows who number 42 is for South Gibson, I went all through the press box trying to get a name for that young man. I would surely appreciate it because I would surely like to give him some credit.
And he has a name.
He does have a name.
Yes. Everybody's got a name.
Yeah, just comment on the
I've been
on
called
the
a
feed
lot of things.
Comment on the feed and we'll get
Wide to right, wide left, working out of the gun. There's a handoff, and they try to work it up the middle. And Terry, has Mo changed teams?
Well, you know, I don't know that you can say that it changed teams, but it's definitely been negated, and we're back, you know,
but
even.
You're one play away from it changing to the other side.
One way or the other. You're one play away.
Pickup of a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Ball's at the 39-yard line. Milan with the football. 39 seconds remaining in the third quarter. We're tied 21-21. And with the exception of who number 42 is, that's everything we know.
That's it. That's it. Pruitt back at quarterback.
Wide to the right, wide to the left. On 2nd and 8. Fakes the handoff. And he's going to be brought down from behind. Got out to about the 41, 42-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down coming up for the Dogs.
I think that's going to be the
3rd and 5.
Third quarter. You see the Siler Thornton replay here. Great read is by Pruitt as Yaya Gadd was about to eat the running back up, and better job by the South Gibson defense.
That's the end of the third quarter. We're tied 21-21.
Gibson County, are you ready for some football? This is Alicia Owens. With school back in session and football in full swing, it's time for competition, making memories, and Friday night lights. No matter what school you're cheering for, at the end of the day, we're all Gibson Countyans with the same dreams and goals. Next summer, I will be seeking the position of Gibson County Property Assessor. In the upcoming months, I will have much more information about why I am seeking the Gibson County Property Assessor's position and why I am qualified to hold this office. But for now, enjoy the football season as we pray together for safety and travel mercies for all the schools in Gibson County. I look forward to seeing and talking with you soon.
The preceding political announcement has been paid for by candidate Alicia Owens for Gibson County Property Assessor.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Out of the gun, Milan, 3rd down and 6. There's a snap, goes right side, straight up the middle, 1st down, many more. Out across the 45 to the 42-yard line. 1st down for Milan Bulldogs.
Just strength right there by Pruitt. Follows his blockers, breaks through 1-arm tackles, 2-arm tackles, picks up 16 and the 1st down. And we appreciate whoever the person was, Tyler Lambert, appreciate you, and John Crosser, appreciate you guys letting me know that 42 is Mr. Brady Yeomans, and now we've got him written down. So nice run by Milan, big 3rd down conversion.
Wide right, wide left. 1st down and 10 for Milan. We're in the 4th quarter. There's a snap, rolls to the right side, and had him by the shirt, and he got free and got us out to about the 37-yard line. And on the carry for Milan was number
Pruitt.
3. That is Carson Pruitt, and the senior can play the game.
He can. He is was a receiver last year and has lined up at receiver some tonight. And, you know, you're just not going to arm tackle this young man. He's about 6'3" and looks to be about 220, and he's put together well. And he uses his leg strength that he had to move that football for about 5 yards.
Pick up a 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Wide right, wide left. Wing right side. There's a snap. Handoff goes to the right side. Avoids 1 tackle, and he's going to get free again. And it's going to cost him as he got free and went back to the right side and is brought down at the 42. So a loss on the play. Back to the 42, so it's going to be 3rd down coming up. We have a penalty marker down.
Looks like we do. Personal foul.
Helmet to helmet.
Yep.
Against
Targeting.
Milan.
So is that like an illegal block? We'll see if we can see. All right, so we don't have that one on replay. Anyway, he's going to move Milan back. Dan, huge penalty.
44-yard line in their own territory at the 44. It's going to be 2nd down. Let's see, there's 10, there's 20, there's 13, 14, 24 yards.
Yeah, I mean, so that's a 19-yard penalty right there, but they do keep 2nd down. So now last time they were in this situation, Pruitt showed off his arm.
He's got one.
And we'll see what Derek Carr has up his sleeve in this situation.
Wide right, wide left. There's a snap, goes straight up the middle and to the 48-yard line. And let's see, that's going to be about a pickup of 4 on the play.
Yeah, going to be about 3rd and 20.
3rd down, 20 yards to go.
Here's
and
the
we're
play.
To the 10-minute mark.
Here's the play before on replay. Yeomans does a great job right there, stretching it, still looking for the helmet to helmet. Oh, right there it is. It's an illegal crackback block, number 50, Milan, which is Blake Gonzalez on Ty Arnold. Yeah, that's where your penalty came from.
3rd and 20, wide right, wide left, out of the gun. There's a snap, rolls right side, looks down the field, wide open to the left side. It's complete to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, and brought down at the 26-yard line. Wide open. Somebody missed the defensive assignment.
Well, great play call. Haven't seen it all night. If you watch the back here on the Siler Thornton replay, they're going to fake it to him. Quarterback's rolling the opposite way, and nobody's over there by him as everybody flows this way. Breaks 1 tackle and gets down to the 26. Excellent play call and great execution by that offense.
To the 26-yard line where it's 1st down and 10. Wide right, wide left is Milan. We're tied 21 all. Out of the gun. Hands it off straight up the middle. And bang, brought down, pick up maybe a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Tell you what, that's a great tackle by Yerga Crenshaw. See here on the Siler Thornton replay, he makes first contact. They're trying to block him. Hudson's trying to spin away, but Yerga just held on and waited for reinforcements.
To the 26-yard line, 2nd down, about 10. 8 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. In regulation. Fumble in the backfield. And no gain on the play. About back to the line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Will Johnson. So I don't know if he was going to keep it or give it, whatever happened. As Coach Stowe used to say, a little discombobulation.
There you go with those words.
Well, hey, that was I always liked that word. 27-26, Westview leads with 6:01 left. Leads Dresden 6:01 left in the 3rd.
3rd and 10. 2 wide to the right side. Snap, fakes, looks back.
Got a whistle, got a flag. False start.
That'll cost Milan 5 yards. That's a big one. That makes it from 3rd and 10 to 3rd and 15.
Well, you know, Dan, ordinarily I'd agree with you, but I tell you what, they've done a pretty good job in 3rd and long situations.
Of course, this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Pruitt comes in. Now they send Pete back in. On 3rd and long from the 31-yard line. This is Pruitt. Pruitt to the right side. Pruitt falls across the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. And it's going to be 4th down and about 10 yards to go.
Well, I think you're definitely too far for a field goal, so we may wind this down and take a timeout. And
think about it.
Yeah, big play right here. In the NFL, Dan, Cleveland leads Philadelphia 15-10 as they go to the 4th quarter. I know you were anxious to know that score.
That's not Campbell County.
Well, I tell you what, let me see what we got on Campbell County. Just for you. Knox Halls defeats Campbell County 41-14.
Man, we start off again, don't we?
I'm telling you. Smith County leads 19-13 over Gordonsville after leading 13-0. Laverne leads West Creek 2-0 in the 4th quarter.
That's the top of the 3rd.
How's that for a football score?
What do we got? We're going to have a timeout called by Milan. Timeout, Milan Bulldogs. We're tied 21-all. 6 minutes remaining in regulation.
McCoy's Heating and Air specializes in more than just HVAC services. Our service department has expert plumbers to handle a wide variety of plumbing issues. Do you have a dripping faucet, broken toilet, or broken water heater? Whatever the issue may be, contact McCoy's today for quick service. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest.
Milan to the line. On 4th down and 11. He goes straight back, looks down the field, gets some pressure, and is going to throw it away. That was a good move by the Milan quarterback. Nowhere to throw it, just get rid of it.
Yeah, tried to get Pruitt out one-on-one. You see here on the Siler Thornton replay, he's down at the bottom of the screen. Great pressure by South Gibson. Clark, being Clark, and comes and got some pressure, and also pressure late from looked like Walker, and so now that turns it over to South Gibson.
It is 1st and 10 for South Gibson.
5:53 left in regulation.
And we're tied at 21. What a way to start the
absolutely,
football
there's
season.
no doubt. And we want to say a great thank you to our right at 500 watchers tonight.
There's a snap. Handoff goes to the right side. Breaks into the secondary and drags about half of them to the 34-yard line. And a pickup of about 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, that's just that's Reed, low center of gravity. Breaks through that first group of tacklers and was able to pick up 7.
Second down and 3. They send 2 to the right side, 1 to the left. Snap, handoff, goes to right side, and he's brought down at the line. If he got back to the line, it's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah.
And a penalty marker goes flying on a late discussion. And the coach for South Gibson comes running over to the field and escorts his player back across the line. And that's going to cost 15 yards.
Yeah, and that's going to be a dead ball. That's going to be a dead ball, so it's going to be 3rd down.
Now, I'm assuming that the penalty was on South Gibson.
Yeah, well, you know what, Dan, you're exactly right. We're both assuming that. If it is, it's going to be 3rd down at about 19. If it's against Milan, and it appears like it's going to be against South Gibson. If it's against Milan, it'd be a 1st down. After the play. Yep. Okay, wait a minute. So we're going to have offsetting. So it's going to be 3rd down, and whatever the result of the play is.
2nd down, make that 3rd down, and they moved the sticks.
Yeah. Well, there was a yard loss on the play.
I was watching the other excitement.
Right.
3rd down, close to 5. There's a snap, looks, fires it down the field, and it's overthrown. It's incomplete.
Uh-oh, Lavorne's cramping now.
We got 2 players down on the field, and they need some Dasani water.
They need some Dasani water, I'm telling you. You can see Lavorne, or the end of the replay, just tried to hit him on a go route. He just overthrew him by just a step. And as soon as the ball hit the ground, he started limping on that left leg, and you can see the trainer out there trying to stretch his leg out.
Terry, I remember when football season started so early, we would go on a road trip down in Alabama or somewhere, and in the middle of every quarter there was a water break, and that eliminated such as this right here.
You're right.
It is 4th down and 5 is going to be the call for South Gibson. 4 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the ball game, and we're tied 21-21. That's the situation that we have.
Well, we finally got everybody, and look, we hope that that's what it is. That both those players is cramps, and based on what the trainers were doing, I believe it was. And here's the thing, Dan, Lavorne was the punter. All right, so now we've got number 16, Cade Allen, into the game to go back into punt formation.
The strange things that happen early in a season. Good snap, punt away. Beautiful punt down the field. He called for the fair catch. Now it takes a roll. And he's going to be brought down at about the 20, 21. Where are they going to bring him down at? There was a fair catch call for, but it was gone. They didn't catch it.
So
watch it here.
Yeah. We see it here again on. You see it here on the side of the thorn. It's going to take them a second to sort all this out. So you got the punt. Nice punt. Calls for the fair catch. Lets the ball hit. You can do that. That's perfectly legal. Now, he goes back up right
He's
there.
Fair game.
When he picks it up, that's a penalty. That's an illegal touching of the football. Okay? So now then this guy comes in here, number 88, Javion Johnson, who made a great defensive play earlier, is going to cost his team 15 yards because that's after the play.
Yes.
Now, I will say this. The back judge in that situation, when that kid picks the ball up, the ball's dead. He can come in and blow that thing dead immediately and possibly have prevented that late hit. We got a visitor.
He's with Worthy Road Studios.
Oh. It's okay. He's right here. He's.
The ball is going to wind up at the 26-yard line. That's where Milan's going to have it at the 26.
So what do we got? What?
First down and 10.
What happened on the penalty?
Well, you were killing bugs.
I was trying.
Yeah.
I didn't kill him. I just knocked him down. He's down there.
Okay.
He got out. He's
Good
still
for
breathing.
him.
He's still breathing. Peter don't have to come get me.
Okay. They got it sorted out, and Terry, I think they got it right. I do. Anyway, Milan has the football at the 26-yard line. Snap, rolls to the right side. And not much there. May have even lost a yard on the play. Back to the 25-yard line. And it's going to be second down and 11.
Now we got another.
They're going to roll to the right.
Yeah. Just takes it, tries to get outside. Good job by.
This was Pruitt.
That was Pruitt. And Lavorne back in the ball game. Good for him and for South Gibson. And he's able to get to the outside and turn Pruitt back in.
More cramps.
Tell you what, it's how many? 509.
25-yard line's where they're going to mark the football when play resumes. And somebody's taking a timeout, and that's a wise move on the coach's part. We're tied 21-21, 4:16 remaining.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your,
To the line. There's a snap. Pass down the right side. It is complete. Gets away from his man, and he's maybe gone. Nice. Tripped up at midfield at the 50-yard line.
That was Pruitt.
Pruitt again.
See here on the Siler Thornton replay, just going to up and throw the ball to Pruitt on a little 8-yard hitch route. He makes the first player miss, which is Reed, and then accelerates through in a possible touchdown saving tackle by, look like Sebastian Brady.
Ball at the 47's where they're going to mark it, and it's going to be first down and 10 for Milan. We're tied 21 all with 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. It's first down and 10. They split it in wide to the right, wide to the left. Milan with the football in South Gibson territory. There's the snaps, and he fakes the handoff, goes to the left side, turns the corner to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and is brought down at about the 17-yard line, and it's going to be first and 10 for Milan. On the carry for Milan, that was Will Johnson, number 8.
Nice block downfield by number 4, Sean Holloway, to give him about another 15 yards. And great play call. I don't know if that was designed or if that was a read, what it was, but whatever it was a great play call as the flow of the South Gibson defense took them very strongly to the left. He kept it and went to the offensive left, defensive right, and there was nobody over there.
First down and 10 for Milan. Ball at the 17-yard line. We're tied 21-21, 3:36 remaining. Out of the gun. Goes straight back. Handoff. Goes to the left, and he's tripped up. That was Jones. A loss on the play. It'll be second down coming up. Let's see where they mark it at the 21-yard line. A loss of about 4 on the play.
Tell you what,
thereabouts.
Heck of a play.
Second and 14.
Heck of a play by Yerger Crenshaw coming through from his linebacker position and tackling Jones for that 4-yard loss. Then we're down to 3:08 and the clock's running.
Wide right, wide left. Wing to the right side. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff. Fires it toward the end zone. Incomplete. Well, we got third down coming up.
Yeah, trying to hit Pruitt on the slant route. And, you know, you see in the South Gibson secondary, they're in umbrella coverage. They're in cover 2. And they tried to throw it in behind the safety that came up. And nice defensive play by Jonathan Reed.
Ball at the 21, third down. Close to 14.
10 on the play clock.
Somebody's going to have to move in a hurry. Wide right, wide left. There's a snap, rolls to the right side,
open.
Looks back to the left, fires it into the end zone, touchdown Milan. Milan takes it into the end zone and takes the lead.
That's Jones.
There was Carmelo Jones, the senior.
That's pretty much the same play that they ran earlier. Just they fake it to him, and then they do the throwback. And once again, South Gibson went with the flow, and Jones was wide open.
And it's 27-21 Milan with 2:36 remaining. They'll attempt the extra point. Ball down, kick up, kick is. We got a penalty marker down. Five-yard penalty coming up here against Milan. Well, is anything else going to happen in this game?
Well,
game 1 of the 23 season is going to be one to remember.
It is, and there's still 2:36 left.
Now this extra point becomes huge.
Yes, it does.
Abel's in to attempt the extra point. Ball down, kick up, and the kick is good. 28-21. Milan takes the lead. 2:36 remaining.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Well, we're down to cases. Game 1 of the 23 season's a dandy here in Milan. 28-21, Milan leading, but there's 2 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the regulation of this ball game. Well, it's all down to cases.
It is. It is. Huge, huge, huge possession.
Here we go. Short end over end kick. Going to be retrieved, and down he goes. He slides down again at the 27-yard line. And, Terry, this is a question I'll have to ask somebody. Reed, so many slides. I mean, we're at second base, and we need to slide in.
Yep, you're right. You're right. You see that on the Siler Thornton replay. And speaking of that, our replays tonight have been provided to us by Miss Adrena Hicks. She is a junior here at Milan High School, and we want to give a shout-out to her. She's done a terrific job tonight.
We're keeping her.
We are going to keep her.
Yeah.
We may keep this. We're going to keep this whole crew. Sure she can.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. Out of the gun. There's a snap, and he loads it down. Brings it down the field, and it's incomplete, and a penalty marker goes flying. It's going to be pass interference. And a penalty marker flies, and it's going to be pass interference against Milan. Terry, I want to see it again, but I have no reason to doubt the official.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. That's pretty much a jump ball. It was underthrown, and typically, unless there's just something, and we'll look at it here just in a second after we get Larry Lewis's call. And as you said, pass interference against Milan. Tried to hit Yeomans. And he ended up cramping. You see here on the Siler Thornton replay, you got Yeomans and Lavorne up there. They were trying, I believe. I don't know who they were trying to throw it to because they were both in the same area. Well, yeah, he grabbed Lavorne's left arm and held it down.
Ball at the 42-yard line. It's first down and 10 for South Gibson. Goes straight back, fires a bullet. It's complete at no man's land, and he's still on his feet. Going to pick up the first down, and then maybe a yard to spare up to the 47-yard line. And now flags fly as fists fly.
Yep, and that's going to be 15, I think, on Lavorne. As I'm pretty sure I saw him, excuse me, kick at the Milan defender. And so you got your umpire, Monlo Hodge, who had a great look at almost the same angle we did. And he's over telling Larry Lewis personal foul, yes, against him. And is it going to be live ball or dead ball? That's going to be that's a big thing too. Is it after the play or during the play? Dead ball. Okay, so it's the play's going to count. The play's going to count wherever the ball is marked. You're going to mark it from there. If it's a first down, then they'll mark off the 15. If it wasn't a first down, then it's going to be second down, and you're still going to mark off the 15, but it's going to be second down. And from where he is, it looks like it's going to be a.
They're bringing it past the 40 down to the 37-yard line.
Okay, I'm not.
The stick shows first down. Right now it's first down and 15.
So
it's second down and 15.
Okay.
They changed it. And now the coach is going to talk to the official.
Dan, we've got an update from Martin. Dresden has now taken a 34-27 lead over Martin Westview. There's 10 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in that contest.
Wow. There you see the officials and head coach for Milan discussing. Milan leads 28-21, 2:08 remaining.
So, okay, so my question, was this a first down or not? Because it's after the play. That's the thing. It's after the play, which means the play counts. So whatever the result of the play is what you have first. You take care of that first. If it's a first down, you mark the first down, okay, which would have been right at the 48-yard line of Milan. Then you mark off the 15, which would make it first down at 25. The way they have marked it off, they called it a dead ball, but they marked it off as a live ball.
Personally, I think the ball was out of the strike zone.
Well, it probably was.
Yeah. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left.
And they're going to leave it like it is. Okay, maybe I'm wrong on the rule.
First down and 15. Now the official comes back in again.
So, okay, is it first down? There's no way it can be first and 15 right here. But that's what we're going to play.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. There's a snap, rolls straight back, and he's going to be brought down. Loss on the play. Back to the 35-yard line, loss of 2. It's going to be second down and 17 for South Gibson.
Jaden Pete on the second. Here we go.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback wasn't looking for it. There's a snap, there's a pass. It's complete up the side and out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's going to be third down coming up. Well, let's see, there's 4, 5, 6. Third and 6. Tomorrow night, a plethora of games. USJ and Peabody, JCS and North Point, TCA and Chester County on Worthy Road Studios. Third down and 6. There's a snap, rolls back, looks, little flare pass, goes to the left side, brought down. Play took too long in developing. Back to the 41-yard line. It's going to be fourth down and 11. And this could be ball game time about a minute and a half early. Clock running, a 1:25 remaining.
Great open field tackle by Sean Hamilton there on Reed.
And a timeout going to be called. Timeout going to be called here by South Gibson. Check your time, 1:17 remaining in the ball game. Milan leading 28-21.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
South Gibson to the line. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left, out of the gun. Goes straight back, looks down the field. Gonna tuck it and run and slides down. Milan ball at the 48-yard line.
Dan, we saw it on the first play of the game. As you see Heath Howe trying to make a cut. Had a block there by Reed. He doesn't slip. He's probably going to get the first down as he, comes up about 4 yards short. But we've seen him slip all night long. And there you go.
Milan has the football on the South Gibson 49-yard line. It's first down and 10.
Now, South Gibson has 2 timeouts.
And he goes down to the knee and back to the 46 it goes. And it's going to be second down and 15. And the clock stops at 1 minute. 1 minute remaining in regulation. Milan leading 28-21. Lots of games all over West Tennessee. All over Tennessee. Tomorrow night, Worthy Road Studios will be quite busy. But we want to urge you to get out and enjoy some high school football tomorrow night. This has been a dandy game to start the 23 season. Ball back at the 46-yard line where it's second down and 15 when play resumes. And Terry, you said South Gibson still has 1 timeout
They got
remaining.
one. I don't think Milan can run the clock out. I think they're going to have to do something on 4th down.
There he goes down to a knee. And another timeout's going to be called. And we think that's the last one.
But the clock's still running. So they're going to put a couple seconds back up on the clock.
We're down to 50 seconds and still running. Now they stop it at 45.
Okay. Games, well, if they stop it at 45, this is third down. If they can run around for 5 seconds and not spot the ball till 40 seconds, this ball game's over. Tomorrow night, Waverly at Camden, Jackson Northside at Crockett County. Hey, our hearts go out to the Alamo Crockett County community. There's no words that we can offer, but just remember the guys over there that you guys are in our thoughts and prayers. You're suffering the tragic loss. Dyer County at Dyersburg, Adamsville at Fayette Academy, Bolivar at Fayette Ware, West Carroll at Gibson County, Perry County Greenfield, McNary at Humboldt, Ripley at Jackson Southside, Obion County at Lake County, Scotts Hill at Lexington, the Battle of Henderson County, JCM at Liberty, and here's another big one, Huntington at McKenzie, another big one, Covington at Mumford tomorrow night. Collierville travels to Decatur County to take on Riverside.
That's going to be an interesting game.
That is really going to be an interesting game, and there's others out there. So, third down.
There's a snap, and he's going to roll to the right, to the 45, still on his feet, and works his way to the 49-yard line with 50 seconds remaining.
The clock hasn't reset yet.
And it's going to be 4th down and 12 coming up here for Milan.
Now, I'll tell you, Ben Johnson is not happy over on the South Gibson sideline, and I don't blame him. There was about 6 seconds that ran off the game clock before the play clock started, and that was after the Milan runner had been tackled. And the rule is as soon as he's tackled, that clock's supposed to reset. But so they can take a penalty with 2 seconds, or they can just snap it and run around.
And he is. And he goes down, and the clock runs out, and Milan has won this game by the score of 28-21 over South Gibson. Milan wins it 28-21. We'll be back right after these words and wrap this one up.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Ariya.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
McCoy's Heating and Air specializes in more than just HVAC services. Our service department has expert plumbers to handle a wide variety of plumbing issues. Do you have a dripping faucet, broken toilet, or broken water heater? Whatever the issue may be, contact McCoy's today for quick service. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Well, the 2023 football season starts with a bang here in Milan, as Milan has won this football game by the score of 28-21. This has been a story of quarters, Terry. First quarter went to South Gibson. Second quarter went to Milan. Then they switched back and forth in the second half.
Yeah, we talked about at halftime about how important the first two drives were for each of these teams, and they both did what they were supposed to do. They both took the football and drove it down the field and put points on the board. And then, like you said, Dan, it was just back and forth. But, as we came back out of break, you could see both teams out at midfield on a knee, giving thanks to the man above, and that's what this game's all about. Great football game and great way to start the 2023 season.
Wow. I don't know. Tomorrow night we're going to be reading all these scores, and it's going to start all over, and it's going to be quite a night of football. It's going to wrap this one up for all of us here. And you're going to see these names on the screen. It's working with Worthy Road Studios. There they are right there. Our director, our replay operator, our cameraman, and, of course, the one and only, the Sultan of the live stream, Paul Schulze.
The one and only. Thank
the
goodness.
King
the king.
of the live
mercy.
stream. Paul Schulze. We'll be with him again tomorrow night at USJ. For Terry Clement, I'm Dan Hughes. Good evening, everybody.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.